Kardashian. In addition to being a wife, mom, and reality TV star, she's also a successful businesswoman. However, having said that, it doesn't mean that all of her products she launches go off without a hitch. From controversies with KKW to SKIMS, it led us to question, why can't Kim K launch a product without offending someone? So stay right here while we discuss. How's it going, guys? I'm Madison Hill. I know you're ready to talk about Kim Kardashian and her products, but first please give this video a share, double check you're subscribed, and don't forget that notification bell. Let's be honest, Kim Kardashian didn't get to where she was without a little controversy, and that hasn't stopped with the launching of her own individual products and businesses. First up, let's discuss Kim's venture into the makeup world with KKW Beauty. While everyone was excited at the thought of Kim giving her sister Kylie a run for her money in the cosmetics world, her brand didn't launch without offending someone. You see, when Kim first announced her KKW Contour Sticks, one of the first product lines of the cosmetics company, the launch didn't quite go as planned when people thought the promo image looked as though Kim had darkened her skin to an offensive level. Essentially, it took no time for those offended to let Kim know it, as they took to Twitter and accused her of everything from cultural appropriation to blackface. After seeing the outrage of her KKW photos, Kim later addressed the blackface accusations and KKW Beauty launch photos in an interview with the New York Times. Kim said, quote, "I would obviously never want to offend anyone. I used an amazing photographer and a team of people. I was really tan when we shot the images, and it might be that the contrast was off." Kim continued saying that she showed the image to many people in the business and no one brought it to her attention or mentioned it. She ended her statement saying she has the, quote, "utmost respect for why people might feel the way they do." Kim's team went on to change the image right away and said she, quote, "definitely learned from it." And of course, it's worth mentioning that Kim didn't offend people enough to ruin her KKW launch. In fact, it still launched successfully. Moving on to another one of Kim's controversial product launches, her Kimojis, specifically in the way she chose to announce them. You see, when Kim announced the release of her Kimojis, all she tweeted was a link and this, an image of her portrayed as the Virgin Mary. Obviously, this offended a whole lot of people who were not here for Kim defacing the Virgin Mary and those who believe in her in any way. That brings us to the next one of Kim's products that we must discuss, her shapewear line. And honestly, some might argue that this was her most controversial launch yet. Throwback to when Kim first announced her shapewear line with its original name, kimono. As you all know, the word kimono is also the name of a traditional Japanese garment. Therefore, when the LA Times reported that Kim was trying to trademark this word, she offended a whole lot of people. After an immense amount of backlash thanks to the hashtag #KimOhNo trending, Kim went back to the drawing board to rethink the name of her new shapewear brand. She announced the rebrand and new name on Instagram with this post in the caption saying, "My fans and followers are a huge inspiration to me. I'm always listening to their feedback and opinions, and I'm so grateful they share their ideas for a new brand name. After much thought and consideration, I'm excited to announce the launch of SKIMS Solution Wear, coming September 10th. I love the idea that the pieces will be the closest thing to someone's skin, skimming with amazingly soft and supportive fabrics, which accentuate the best part of our bodies." Kim also addressed the fact she offended people with her launch during an interview with the Wall Street Journal magazine. Kim noted that they should have thought about it a little deeper. She then went on to say, quote, "I obviously had really innocent intentions." She went on to say that she wanted to listen and take it all in. However, she has nothing but respect for the Japanese culture. As she mentioned, Kanye was actually in Japan during the backlash. Kim ended the comments on the situation saying Japan is, quote, "a place that we love to go. I have such respect." It's once again worth noting that despite the controversy surrounding SKIMS, the product still launched successfully and is now even sold in Nordstrom's as well. That brings us to Kim's final product, her KKW fragrance line. Now, the first time KKW fragrance faced backlash was when Kim did a collab with her sister Kylie Jenner last year. The product was set to launch on April 26th, which also happened to be the date that Taylor Swift was rumored to drop new music. Given Taylor and Kim's history, you can understand why the Swifties felt like Kim was potentially trying to steal Taylor's spotlight. After offending the Swifties, Kim made the decision to push the launch of her and Kylie's collab. However, she did not say it was due to backlash. At the time, she posted this statement on social media sharing that some of their bottles did not pass a durability test, which paused production. Kim noted that her and Kylie decided to delay the launch to make sure they didn't release a bad product. As you all know, Kim and Kylie later did launch their fragrance collab without a hitch, despite the initial backlash and controversy. Unfortunately for Kim, that's not the only controversial launch KKW fragrance faced. Most recently, Kim and her company offended people again when they announced Kim and Kris's fragrance collaboration in the midst of the pandemic. Kim announced the mother-daughter collab explaining its scent. She then went on to mention that they will donate 20% of a month's profits to an organization that helps provide kids with food when they're not at school. Despite Kim's attempt at a good deed, that was not enough to stop people from being offended that Kim and Kris would proceed with a product launch while the world is suffering. However, once again, that did not stop the product from launching or from Kim and Kris continuing to do virtual press. So essentially, while yes, Kim tends to offend at least one person with every product launch, that hasn't stopped her success in any way, shape, or form. But now I'm ready to hear what you guys think. What do you guys think of Kim and her product launches? Do you think the controversy helps make them more successful? Let out all your thoughts and theories down below. For more on the Kardashians, make sure to check out our channel. After that, hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell.